Hello everyone, my name is Lowko and welcome back to the Gilded Vale. In the last episode we tried discovering this place called Ansler Compass and we tried helping out this woman that was having a child that was about to be hollow-born, but we didn't manage to complete the quest for the time being. So I decided to actually travel back right here and have a little bit of a look around. Actually, there's a couple people we can interact with, so I just, took my time to actually walk all the way back up to the Gilded Vale right here, which is where we were previously in the episode before the last one. Hugo, a man that is standing nearby the road. As you near, you feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this man's soul. Voices from its past seem to call out to you. Reach out for the soul. You see a room, bright, warm, and covered in greenery. There isn't a spot in the entire space that doesn't have some kind of plant glowing or growing in it. Small germinating seeds in a corner here, large sprawling vines climbing up the walls there. Although most of the plants are actually in some kind of container, there are a few that have grown from the dirt floor itself. They are just as lovingly cared for as anyone else in the room. The man wanders through the plants, smiling at each and every one, an old pipe clenched between his teeth. Stopping next to one, he touches the leaf, lifting it up to look at the underside, then gently rubs it between his fingers. He takes a small handful of the soil, it grows and crushes it with his fingers. Satisfied, he drops the soil back into the pot and continues to the next plant. He hums a low, cheery tune as he moves among the plants, occasionally stopping to sing a few words of something to one of them. Finally, he reaches the door. Having visited every plant in the room, he turns back to look at them, a look of serene pleasure on his face. Then he turns back and he is gone. Alright. Don't know exactly what is going on with Hugo here. We can step back, I suppose. There's something weird about him. Let's have a quick look with Ronin right here, which is the other guy. Yeah, it's the same thing right here. Oh, actually he has a different story. Ronin, Terronian. You see a group of people standing around the wagon, transfixed on a sword as it swings in a large, graceful axe. This man holds the sword, passing it from hand to hand with a relaxed ease, making the blade dance in front of his audience. He tosses it into the air, spins, then puts his arm behind the back to catch it. The crowd claps excitedly, and a couple of them gasp, certain they were about to see a tragedy. Alright, so these are two strangers right now. We will likely, see some more of them later on. I don't know exactly though. Those were some pretty scary stories. Now, originally we were supposed to stay in the inn, but I think we're just gonna have a bit of a look around town anyway. There are probably other things we can do. I ideally do want to continue the main quest line and not so much do all the side quests. But there's this guy in the shop called Tuatuna. This Omuma man is of an impressive build, towering above the countertop. His skin is the dusky blue of the deeper oceans, and his thick arms boast corded muscle. Small in his frame, a square-jawed face, coated in smeared soot and arcing black tattoos alike. He offers you a broad smile as you approach. Welcome, you are the first new face I've seen in quite one time. What can I do for you? Is this your shop? That it is. Been here for 20 years now. Alright, what do you have here? Show me what you have for sale. Of course. Okay, looks like this is just an NPC that is actually, selling some stuff to us. He actually does sell a pretty good weapon right here. It's much better than the one we have right now. At the very least, if you have to believe the amount of money it costs. But I really don't wanna. I really don't have to. Yeah, this looks to be like a smith. But yeah, we're just gonna go back to town. We may come here back later if we manage to have a lot of gold. But for the time being, we really don't have very much of anything. Alright, let's have a quick look. I'm gonna actually move towards the middle bit and see if I can find some more about that tree that we saw previously. There must be... Oh, actually, there's like a staircase up here. Or like a staircase down, actually. Is it? Yeah, it is. Alright, let's have a quick look. So here's that creepy tree where things went a little bit bad. Let's first talk to Theo right here. As you near, you feel the vibrant history contained in the essence of this man. Alright. You see a pennant waving tall and sluggish in the wind, a rising sun embroidered on the banner. The vanguard of a small troop of paladins. The atmosphere is buoyant, if restrained, and their armor has not yet been tarnished by the elements. This expedition is fresh, young, filled with zest and zeal. At their head stands a commander, awkward in full armor but determined in step. Despite the excitement of his fellows, he does not smile. There's a twist to his mouth. his countenance grim. He throws up a hand, halting his troops. Silence falls among them, then revealing a dark thunder. Deep and low, he orders them to ready their weapons and spread out. Eyes dart from horizon to horizon, necks twisting to see the source of the sound. In the distance, dust and lightning rises from the ground as Stygian clouds race towards them overhead. The soldiers stand, only the staccato movement of their breath betraying their nerves. The commander closes his eyes, calling a blessing down on his troops, and invigorated, invincible, they wait as the enemy draws closer, poised to attack. So there's these stories with everyone in town.
You must gather your...
Alright, well, there was once again, we must gather something, but we were already moving down. But there's some sort of story going on with everyone. Alright, what is this? This seems to be something else. A rising sun and the three downstar, the symbol of ethos. Alright. A man lies resting against a wall, lit by the dim illumination of the fading scones. He has a gaunt, fox-like aspect, and his face is pale and damp with sweat. One arm is held loosely against his side, sleeve soaked with blood. He gives you an anxious glance as you near, his features twisted with pain.
Good day, stranger.
Good day, stranger. Ha, thought you were some... Never mind. Whoever you are, you've traveled a long way to reach a dark place. This temple isn't what it used to be, probably for the best. Times being as they are, he grunts as shifts. Positioning, wincing. I'm no looter if that's what you're thinking. Not one of the faithful either, just wanted to do some good I suppose. Got my arm clawed up for it, he regards you wearily. Maybe you have better luck. Better luck with what? The man points a finger upwards. These ruins around us used to be the temple of Eothas, the scattered god. A grand temple at that. His worshippers would come from all over Direwood, from Reed Saras even. Until the war, of course. Even then, you'd get some of the stubborn ones, the ones that couldn't get through it in their heads that their gold was dead and gone. Go on. Once the legacy started, Lord Raedric decided he'd been too lenient on the Eastasians. He has his people go in and put them to the sword, left them down there buried under a heap of rock. After that, Raedric ordered the temple sealed. It's been years like that, up until recently. Lord Raedric hopes that if we rededicate the temple to a living god, then we'll be forgiven and the legacy will end, you see. But until then, the temple is as you see it, unguarded. That's where you come in. Those priests, maybe they didn't have a lick of sense between them, but they still didn't deserve to go like that, chopped down in their god's house. It doesn't sit right with me. If you get down there, find their remains, maybe we could finally get them some proper burial. Wirtan breathes out. No small task, just coining it for you if you need a motivation. Alright. Oloth cautiously expression softens. A pleasant surprise to see that someone around here has a shred of respect for the dead. Alright, well, I am gonna go down here. I will find him, yeah. Then, by the flame, I owe you a good turn, but listen. The temple's been sealed off for so long, it's crawling with creatures. But if you get past them, the priest would have been down on the lower floor. They'll still be there, if they're anywhere. Those priests had all kinds of secret chambers, switches in the walls, trick scones, that kind of thing. Keep an eye out and take care down there. I wouldn't want to have someone send someone else after your remains. I'll wait here by the stairs and keep a lookout. Maybe try to patch myself up some. Alright, so we are in the temple right now. This is kind of scary actually, because apparently this is a massive place. The temple of Eothas. Now hopefully my party is big enough for this right now, because I don't seem to have that much, but... Well, one little spiderling is not gonna ruin my day that much, I don't think. There we go. Actually, it has a substantial amount of health. Ooh. Alright.
I don't suppose we could rest a spell.
Well, we have another one right here. We should actually switch the weapon back. We still have that axe from the last episode, which we really do not need. Yeah, we're gonna go with the stuff right here. Maybe that's why we weren't doing that much damage. Okay, you go as well.
Yes, I shall deal with this one.
Alright. So this is actually kind of a lot of health that we are losing here. This may also turn out to be tricky. We are a little bit under leveled, I think. But there we go. Gonna be equipping my bow once more, which is good. And yeah, you can just be having your weapon out as well. Now we don't have much of a tank. Ideally, I'd get a third guy. Indeed. maybe I should get like a third person for this place first, because we don't have someone to like tank the damage, you know, but we have a look. Whoever sat here left in a hurry. Ink has dripped across the scroll, obscuring its contents. Okay, what is this? A wooden box. Sweet, we'll grab some. This pile of furniture is branded with scorch marks. Well, something went on this temple. I love the fact that there is these little tiny dungeons everywhere, though. Like that is just awesome. Now my characters do heal up out of combat, so it's not like it's the worst thing in the world. But what's this one again? So we have Arcane Assault. I don't actually know exactly what that does, but I guess we can just attack with it. There we go. Yeah, right now we have our doggy doing all the damage tanking, but this is alright as long as we're facing one. May turn out a little bit more difficult later on. Okay. Capturing all kinds of stuff. Ooh, we got camping supplies, so that actually may turn out to be useful if we need it later on. Well, I guess we're gonna explore our way down. What's this? Adra. Alright, cool. Now we'll just take everything. There's some gold in there as well. There's actually a bit of combat going on here. Okay, well, just take it out. There's actually 2 wisps.
I shall.
He's pretty low health.
These ones are in for a walloping. Punch on the wind feather yet.
Oh god. He's actually attacking this guy in the back. Yeah, we need like some sort of tank here. Come on guys, get him. Ooh, we have someone knocked down right now, which is not ideal. We should be able to kill him though, I'm assuming, at the very least. Nope, 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 nope. We are weak. We need some sort of tank. We're gonna need some sort of tank. Can we run out? I don't think that's gonna be possible. Oh my god. We are some issues here. No! Oh my god, yeah, we are gonna end up going down here. We're gonna need to find someone else in the Gilded Vale that can help us out here, because this is not going the way it's supposed to go. Yeah, there we are. So I'd love to explore this temple more, but we are just very weak. We are just very, very weak. Alright. So let's have a bit of a look around once more around the Gilded Vale. So there's a lot of things to discover here. We can have a look once more because someone started talking to me in that inn, and obviously, and that's also where we found Aloth, like our second party member. I believe that's his name. Yeah, Aloth. All right, there's a lot of people to talk to right here. Pascal, what's up?
Well met, friend.
Oh, greetings and welcome to the Black Hound Inn. The innkeeper bows her head curtly. Please sit where you like. Would you like a drink or a room? We have 2 available at this moment. I'm afraid we can't offer much more, or much by way of a good meal today. She sighs. Unless you're fond of cold porridge. I'd like a room. Of course, we keep them nice and tidy. Alright, this is quite expensive. Inns allow characters to rest without using camping supplies. Cheap rooms are usually available, but if you have copper to spend, you may consider the more expensive options. We're just gonna go to common room. Yep, 0 copper. Alright, so this is like the little resting right here that we're doing. So it will be daytime again by the time we're outside. And maybe that will actually also, yeah, allow us to continue through the story. Your sleep is restless and fevered, assaulted by hisses and whispers, blanketed with suffocating anxiety. You open your eyes to awaken and find yourself in front of the Gilded Vale's gallows tree, the creaking of his ropes growing louder in your mind until the sound is deafening. Hanging from the tree is an old dwarf woman whose face has shriveled inwards like moldering fruit. Her head hangs limply to one side. As you look at her, she looms larger and larger in your mind until she is mere inches from your face. Suddenly, her face snaps up and her eyes open, and they are empty, and behind them is a vast nothingness that makes your stomach drop. Her mouth slowly parts, and with a gust of rancid air, she speaks a word. Watcher. I don't know what that is. You jolt awake, the foul smell of the dwarf woman's breath still permeating your nostrils. Sweat runs down your face in thick droplets, and your skin is soaked from head to toe. You remember the woman. You remember seeing her decaying face when you spoke with the magistrate. He called her an Animancer. Ooh, that's the person we wanted to talk to. Though it filled you with a new queasy apprehension, you feel a strange compulsion to see this woman once more. if only to confirm she's truly dead. Alright, we're going back. We are gonna have a look about that tree, see what is going on there. I don't know what that is though. She called me a watcher, whatever that is. Oh, it's still it's still nighttime? Or this whole place is just dark? Yeah, let's have a look. She's on that tree somewhere. One of these people. It must smell absolutely awful here. Not gonna lie. Alright, well, oh, there she is, I think. Can we talk to her? I mean, she's glowing, so that must be her. Caldara de Baranzi. De Baranzi? I think that's it. The squat, distended body of an old elderly dwarf woman dangles from a thin, crooked bow that sags at the tuck of her noose. The bloated purple flesh of her neck, worn away in patches like moth-eaten linen, bulges over the rope that suspends her, and her lifeless head lolls forward rigidly from one side to the other when the breeze shifts. You perceive a faint glow around her that casts no light on its surroundings, but there is a tepid warmth to it, and you feel somehow that you could reach out and touch it. Not with your hands, but with some aspect of yourself that has no worldly dimension. Well, we're gonna reach out for her. You take a deep breath, clearing your mind, focusing on your objective. As you exhale, you feel yourself spreading out towards the hanging woman, perceiving all that lies between you and her with a new, unfamiliar awareness. Once you have expanded enough to reach her, there is a sudden jolt to your mind, a ringing, electric surge of images and words and sounds. Involuntarily, you shut your eyes and feel yourself being pulled down to some deeper consciousness in a space occupied only by you and the hanging woman. Only when you open them again, she is staring at you with wide eyes clouded in a milky fog. Her body is still swaying in the wind, and you no longer feel from a tree that stands planted in a misty void. The woman gives you a slow nod on her head, the rope creaking as she does so, and she smiles at you. Have you come here for me?
Have you come here for me, dear? Or have you gotten lost? Ah, it is both, I think. Yes?
Am I imagining this?
No, I think not. A pity that. It would be simpler. A mercy even. To not have to wander anymore, no? Alas, we are here, you and I. Wherever here may be.
I think I survived the Bewick. Do you know what that would be? What that would be?
Did you now, dear? My, that would be something, wouldn't it? Could be luck, could certainly be. A storm can be a careless thing. Or maybe it got its hands around your soul but couldn't pick it up. A soul can be heavy if it stayed in one piece through its time. Strong souls, we call them in the trade. Cold, I mean. Call them. Those days are all behind me, no?
I need to understand something that has happened to me. She nods, a look of pity on her face, as though consoling a child.
The world looks a little different than it used to, is that it? Feels like you're noticing things for the first time that have always been there. You have seen past the shroud. It only takes an instant. Your soul remembers, yes? Remembers how it sees when it leaves the body, like being reminded of a dream you had forgotten. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
What is a watcher?
What indeed? Long hours have many Animancers spent studying such things. Not I, though. Not I. I'll tell you what I know, though, since fair is fair. And here we are, visiting, you and I, and it reminds me of better times. Souls pass on. Some say through Audra stones, which are the blood veins of the world. They leave the world for a time and are reborn into it, sometimes more than they were before, but usually less and seldom the same. For all souls there is a time where they do not live, yet have not passed on, and those souls roam the world, same as you or I, either leaving or lost. But no one sees them because they have forgotten how. A watcher sees, though, knows what to look for. And sometimes they know a person just by looking at them. Know where they've been in ages past when their bodies were other bodies.
Oh, we saw that.
See memories even their owner can't recall. A wonder to behold when all goes well. A wonder.
What do you mean when all goes well?
Oh, nothing to be afraid of, I'm sure. It's just much to take in for some. Sometimes there's trouble sleeping or other difficulties.
Okay.
You should see old Merwald. He could tell you much more than I. A watcher just like you. Helped many in his day. Took up in an old keep no one would claim. Not far, not far. Kadnua. Beyond the Black Meadow. He will welcome the company.
Alright, looks like we're gonna have to learn more about being a watcher, which is apparently what we are. We could see that while walking around town and actually talking to people. We could see what happened to them. So we need to go to Kadnua, beyond the Black Meadow. Alright, we can go there. Yeah, we're gonna go to Kadnua, beyond the Black Meadow.
Goodbye, my dear. It was lovely visiting.
Alot looks at you through narrowed eyes. Are you alright? You seemed lost. I'm a watcher. Well, that's interesting. And I expect that explains how you survived to Bewick, In any case, I appreciate your honesty. Since we're traveling together, it's probably wise for us to share those kind of things. Do you know anything about watchers? Only that they're rare, and they seem to have unique insights into certain soul conditions, he coughs. I should just demonstrate it. Let's continue. Alright, so we need to travel.
17 and a half.
17 and a half. A smite. Yeah, we're not gonna talk to all of it.
17 and a half. The
No, we're
dwarf
just
woman, with the people hanging from.
Oh my god.
Name's Adair. Go to the people around.
All right.
here.
What makes you think I was
Only
interested in the
19.
dwarf woman?
I was smoking over here, saw you staring at her. Twice I refilled my pipe. You never so much as blinked. Your mouth was so slack I took you for a Radric at first.
Impossible. And drew half as much. It's none of your business. Alright. We're gonna continue onwards here. We need to go to this new zone, apparently. Now, there's a lot of things to discover in this entire area, though. So there's Alfra's house right there. There's Ingrid's house. There's the windmill. There is the smithery that we saw previously. But we should probably have a look at where this... Oh, we need to go all the way over there. Well, that's gonna be... It's gonna be quite a walk, I think. Well, guess we better get going. I want to find this person. Don't want to do all of the side quests right now. We may come back to that at a later time. But let's get walking. I believe we can actually... No, we can actually not go directly over there. We need to go to Migrant's Fork first. At least it's I believe it's daytime again, at least right now. It should be, technically. Well, it's alright. It's alright. Okay, so we're gonna go to the east right here. Try and figure out what's going on.
I'll see what I can find.
Alright. Am I still wearing that... I'm still not wearing the correct weapon. We're just gonna unequip that thing because there's no reason for me to have those. There we go. I'm just secretly hoping we will find another party member soon enough. Because else it's just, you know...
Saw you in the flames.
A statue of Migrant, the goddess of war and flame. Dozens of names have been scratched into the stone at her feet. Supplicants seeking her blessing. Alright. Well, what are you doing here? Squatting at the base of the statue is an incredibly ugly man, with bulging red cheeks raked by pock scars and a scraggly beard. He is sweating, as if he has a fever, but his breathing is measured and steady, like a slow push of a blacksmith's bellow. But that comparison feels strange and unwelcome. The next comparison, possibly sparked by his grin, is that of a bear trap. And then out of nowhere, there's the hint of an alchemical fire that fades almost as soon as you identify the smell.
Come to pray at the statue.
The question mark is barely there. As the man makes a statement, the statue takes on a reddish cast, as if no one is holding a torch to it, and slowly blossoms into waving flames. The man doesn't turn as the statue blossoms into fire.
The others are welcome, but it's best if just you and I trade words, and your shadows stay quiet. Hands off their weapons, both arcane and steel. It's only you I want to trade words with anyway. I swear before the whore that is Migrant, no harm will come to you in her shadow. If that's enough of a promise for you. If not...
That's a bit interesting. Well, I have no words to trade with you, dude. I'm sorry about that. I'm glad that we won't get any trouble right here, but I have other places to be. Oh, we got a bit of a wolf attack right here. Well, oh, there's actually a whole pack of them. Oh, that's not good, is it? Hold on, let me pause that for a second.
How may I
Okay, so he has like a bunch of different attacks that he can use. There we go. That should be very useful. And you're gonna mark one target down. That guy. Okay, well, one of my party members is knocked down. I think that's the wolf. Yeah, the wolf is actually knocked down. Okay, once again, can you do one more of these attack things? There we go, that's good.
There
we go, that does a lot of damage actually. Yeah, that's where we need the tank. Like, having a tank would help out so much so he could like pass freely.
Indeed.
Oh my god, he actually went down. Oh god. Really? Am I gonna go down here? There's no way. Get him. Yeah, he can't shoot his arrow right now. Well, he can, just barely. Oh my god. We could have actually avoided that easily, I think. We could have easily avoided that. We're just gonna try and walk past it. If I would have known, I would have probably taken a character that was a little bit more tanky than the ones that I've taken so far. Because this is not easy so far. That's the other formation that we saw earlier. Alright, maybe we could try and sneak past. Come here, let's go this way. Hey, you look like you would join us. Fumar, come here, man. Oh, hello there, begging your pardon, but you gave me a good fright. I thought I heard something rustling through the brush. Suppose that was you, silly of me. Didn't suppose you happen to need some supplies? No, we don't need supplies, man. We don't really need any. Oh god, here's the wolves again. Did they come for us? Maybe they did. Alright, you take that weapon. And, well, you can do some spells, I suppose. You can take that thing. Well, you're gonna attack that as well. And then the wolf was also gonna attack it. You should really be switching over to a different weapon, though. There we go. Just use your bow.
Lava will be on seek.
Well, this time around, it's only one of the wolves instead of all of them at once, which makes it easier.
I shall be discreet.
We can actually, obviously, be very careful and like move past it. Okay, well, we can loot that thing. There we go. Do you think we should be able to move past here without like the wolves catching us? Well, there's a big wolf right there. Okay. We need to go more east. Oh god, this is 2 of them. 2 is not that bad. But I'd rather just avoid all combat right now. Because I don't feel very safe.
Saw you in the
Yeah, you saw me in the flames previously as well. Alright, let's have a conversation with him then. See what he has to say. Alright, there we go. We already saw all of this.
The other, I swear before the whore that is Migrant, no harm.
Okay. We're gonna take a look at his staff. The staff looks thick, stout, of blackened ash, once burned by a terrible fire. Beneath the ash, the lines in the wood bear shapes and patterns, and there's a certainty the staff was once something far more dangerous, but not now. Examine or study the man. The sudden weaving flames from the statue of Migrant cast more light on the features. The man's robes are dirty, stained with grease and the other marks of the road. The hems of his robes, including the sleeves, are burned at the edges, as if he walked a great distance across a fire and then reached into the flames with his hands to pull something out. I didn't catch your name.
I didn't give it. You probably find names as useless as I do. The names that litter this world like debris are hard enough to wrap around the tongue. And what do they matter? It's what's beneath the skin and the letters I care about. What burns within. It's more important to me you're a watcher than whatever culture or accent decorates your letters like awkward crowns. Take pride in your actions, not where you hail from. Or how your name rolls off whatever liar's tongue coats it now. If you need a title to hang on me to match your own Watcher, then call me Durance. And as you observe souls, I test them.
Yeah, how did you know? I can see the questions bubbling up. Let's burn them away one by one.
I am a missionary. I walk this diseased nation with its heathen, its people so careless with the spirits of others and their own, Watchers among them. Yes, I know you for what you are, and your name doesn't interest me. Names are for honest folk, and you are a crack that shines light from another place. We're meant to travel together, you and I.
Ooh.
Saw you in the flames. Not your face, but that soul of yours. All tightened up, like a huntsman's knot.
You saw my soul in the flames?
There's things we can teach each other. If you're in need of answers to your mantle of questions.
Okay, Durant, you can come with
I
me.
don't force my words on anyone other than you. I don't care who walks with you or what their mewling problems and politics are. There's enough howling in the world without me stoking that fire. I won't take from your provisions, don't need much on the road. I can carry my weight, which is considerable.
Ian Hills, again, is giving the impressions of a blacksmith's bellow, and he smiles.
Many will stand against you. They probably already have, from what I
Yeah,
can see.
we died a bunch of times,
Left
actually,
their
Durant.
marks, it seems. Like a trail, worming its way behind you.
Alright, company would be welcome.
Then let us walk together.
Woohoo! Yeah. We got a new guy. We got a new party member. Which means we can actually take on these wolves if we need to. Now, we do need to go east, which was my original goal before we got distracted. Which seems to be what this game is all about. Getting me distracted. Hey, there's a house. See? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, we got some food, which is great. We're just gonna take everything. Okay, nice. Yeah, we're just gonna take everything. Take all. There's one big crate right there in the back as well. We're going to take all of that too. Sweet. So now we have a pretty reasonable party. I believe we can go up to 6 people in one party at once. And all obviously will have different... Ooh. There was something over there. Well, I'd rather not mess with it. Will-o-wisp. Well, we don't really need to fight it. Okay. Alright, looks like we can continue onwards right here. Towards the Black Meadow. It's gonna take us 4 hours to get there. It's gonna take a little while, but eventually we will be able to get to the place where we were meant to be and talk to the guy that knows more about being a Watcher, but that is going to be for the next episode. So this is where the party stops for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button as well, so you will be the very first one to get a notification when I upload another video. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile, and I'll see you in the next one.